This video is sponsored by CrazyNCMan and MilSpecAirsoft.com.
Hey guys, Jake here. Today I'm going to be going over the Javelin M24 for the review project, sponsored by CrazyNCMan and MilSpec Airsoft. So, a few points I want to go over here. I have a lot of positive things to say about the gun, a few negative things, but the stock on it, first of all, that's the thing you probably notice first is it's great. It's a great quality stock. It feels sturdy in your hand. It feels hefty enough to feel real. The barrel is nice, it's sturdy, there's no wobble in it. No wobble really anywhere on the gun, except maybe back here, which is very standard for these M24 type models. And you can tighten that up if you want to, it's not a big deal. The second thing that I noticed on this weapon was the absolute pleasure it was to shoot. I mean, this bolt pull right here is the smoothest I've ever seen. It's very smooth, it's wonderful. The clips on it, when I did some reviews on the Echo 1 M28, and I noticed that the clips were not high quality. These are high quality clips. These are very sturdy, very thick plastic. They're not compatible with the M28s. They're completely different. They have this little U thing in there that you load, and they're great. The gun itself was a really high quality gun. I don't think you could go wrong purchasing this weapon. It does have some flaws though, and things I noticed from playing with it that really irked me and may get to you if you make this purchase is these hooks here, right here, they don't seem to fit standard slings. They don't seem to fit bipods and stuff. They seem a little small, and I think that's why you get these little O clips here or whatever. Another thing that I noticed is this thing back here, the butt plate, the recoil pad is what it's called, is really hard. It's not very comfortable. Although you're not gonna have to worry about any recoil on it. It's still, it just doesn't feel the greatest. Now that's not really a complaint with the system. It's really just personal preference, I think. So, take that for what you will. Another personal little irk with the gun was that when you're playing with it, you kind of notice that when you pull the trigger on this gun, that instead of rotating back on the axis right here, it's actually going down into the gun, into the well here. You can see that it just goes in like that. And that's okay, it's not bad, but when you're pulling the trigger, you just kind of keep running out of space on it. It's not a big deal at all, just a personal irk with this gun. Another thing that I noticed was the hop-up adjustment right here. It's a little squirrely. It's kind of loose, and I think that's really the gun that I got. It may not be an actual. It may not represent all the M24s, but I think that it's a little bit in contrast to the M28, which has the pop up in the identical place. It's not quite as precise. That's what I noticed. So those were really my three major pet peeves. I think that was three. That was 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. And let's see here. Oh, the other thing that I noticed was that the stock here is textured really nicely. It's a nice stock, but it's not quite as realistic as you might want. If you've been handling the real weapon, the real M24, and the real 700, you'll notice that this stock is a little smooth. It does have some nice texturing on here, but it's not quite the same as the real steel, and that's not a big deal at all. That's just personal opinion and preference. But overall, this is a great gun. The bolt pull, I can't tell you how smooth it is. In fact, I put it in some people's hands. They were shocked at how great it handled like that. The barrel is a nice length, I think. Some of the other guns I've used are really almost unmanageable sometimes with the absolute weight and girth and length on them that you have. And this thing is much more slim and petite. Now it's nice. It's real nice. You won't go wrong with this kind of gun at all. The 700 is a great model. The Remington 700 and the M24 are great guns to model after, and this gun has some really wonderful ergonomics. Another thing that I did notice was that these clips here, although they're much more sturdy than the M28's clips, they are a little bit hard to load. I noticed that you really need like a separate attachment for your speed loader in order to load it correctly. And if you don't want to load it that way, you have to hold these two prongs like this and push like that. You just squeeze them in. And I noticed that that was a little tricky, especially when you're getting shot at and stuff. But it does come with a lot of clips. They're high quality. This is a great gun. So now I'm going to actually do a little bit of a comparison for this and the M28. They're both retail for like $175 on MilSpec. So they're really competing with each other. And I'm going to go over some of the pros and cons for both. So stick with me. That'll be the second part of this video. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope this helps you make an informed decision. So take care.